very kind presenter that you already are, as we continue the momentum and celebrate next up. The next up says the most promising real estate brand of the year. And this goes to, let's dazzle it up for DRK Bellagio, Akhil Ravikumar, the managing partner. Where are you? You got to grab the spotlight, as that is the vibe of the evening. Let's applaud DRK Projects, recognized, a name renowned for excellence. Of course, DRK Projects now charts a bold new path under Akhil Ravikumar. Debut venture as DRK Bellagio, they brought Tuscan-inspired living to Bengaluru. Thank you for redefining luxury.
Hello and congratulations on receiving the Outlook Business Spotlight Enterprise and Leadership Most Promising Real Estate Brand of the Year Award, Mr. Akhil.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us. There are a few set of questions that I would like to ask you, but before that, I request you to introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Akhil Ravikumar. I'm the managing partner at DRK Projects, and we've just launched our first luxury residential project near Kerpuram. It's called DRK Bellagio. It's an Italian Tuscan-inspired residential living. So it comprises of villas and villaments.
That's great to know, sir. There are a few questions that I'll ask you.
Please.
The first goes like, what has been the defining innovation or move that has helped your brand stand apart in its industry?
Like I say, let me start off by saying the brand's tagline and my passion for the design. Basically, the brand's tagline, when you look at it, it says distinction through design. I have repeated the same thing multiple times in several interviews because design is something that has attracted me, got me into this industry. I had nothing to do with real estate industry because our industry is basically, our family business is basically into mining and concrete. So after I stepped into the business, I wanted to diversify this into real estate. And that's when I decided I could showcase my passion for design through real estate. And that's when we started off with this first project, which is an Italian Tuscan-inspired theme. And when you talk about innovation, and I'd say my design itself speaks for innovation. So it's basically, when you look at the concept on a whole, it's like a complete different new concept where you see like complete vehicular-free movement on the ground floor, which is not usually seen in most of the projects. It's very rare because it's either a costly affair, or is it? It could be also, there could be numerous other reasons why developers usually don't pick that.
Okay.
So I would say design is key for the innovation, and also when you talk about the amenities being offered in the project, or also the other aspects like I would say. Basically, like the specifications that I'm offering in the project, all these are kind of unique, that is not seen in other projects in general.
And when it comes to real estate, what I see particularly, not just in metro cities, but in tier 2, tier 3 cities, design has played a very important role, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
People are looking up to it. Everyone wants to be that
Exactly, yeah.
you have a designer place. So I think that's a very good point. Moving on to the next question. How has your brand evolved in response to the changing expectations of consumers and the economy?
Yeah, like I mentioned, consumers' expectations have been evolving over a period of time. When you look at, when you look back a couple of years ago, you could see, consumers just wanted a space to dwell or a space to live. Whereas when you look at the dynamics now, you see consumers are looking for something beyond space. It's not just the space where they live, also the community where they live, and also the amenities being offered, the lifestyle basically. So when I have to talk about my project in particular, it's not just an ordinary, like any developer selling a unit to a customer or something. We are selling a lifestyle on it. Right from the way, when you look at the customers' approach, right from the way, from the day they book their unit until it's being handed over and going forward, we are going to maintain our clubhouse. When, for example, the clubhouse being offered in the community, we are going to maintain our clubhouse going forward. So all that is basically a lifestyle. Consumers with this, you see developers actually looking at when they just want to sell or offer a project, they would usually prefer having just for the sake of selling, they would just show up all good things in the project, and then later over a period of time, you don't see that quality being continued in the community going forward.
Right.
So we would like to offer something very unique where consumers can also expect this as long as they dwell in quality.
So I say that this is something beyond profit. This is towards
Exactly,
the people,
yes.
towards the society, and that's again is a very interesting point to note on. If you had to describe your brand's journey in one sentence, what would it be?
Like I mentioned, this is a new brand which I just started, say a year and a half ago, where I wanted to, I wanted to showcase my passion through design, and that's when this brand has evolved. Over a period of time, I mean, like in the last year and a half, you could see the brand has evolved, but I mean, since it's a new brand, there's nothing much to talk about the brand's evolution. But right from the beginning, my vision is only to offer, to the consumers, not just an experience. I mean, not just a home buying thing. It's also an experience which I want to see. And going forward, I think every year, as the years pass by, it's just going to get better and better.
So my next question is, what are you most proud of, not in just terms of business metrics, but in terms of legacy or impact?
When I have to talk about legacy, this is where I'll have to, add in a lot of value. My father started the family business, which is, like I mentioned, which is into real estate and mining. Going forward, I had to continue the business, the brand's legacy. So we are, a top-tier construction material supplier for all the. When you look at the Bangalore Metro, right from the inception until now, all the the concrete and the aggregates have been supplied by us, and we are an approved vendor. So, and the likes of Brigade, Prestige, Shobha, others, all the top-tier developers, Grade A, Category A developers, all that is the legacy. It's been almost 3 decades since the business has been operational. Going forward, I have the pressure in me where I have to take the legacy forward, continuing with the business, where I have to showcase the same commitment, trust, which the other business also did. The business name is DRK Group. The other business it already has. So I'll have to continue going forward, and I think I'll make sure that the brand's legacy is always kept up high.
That's the kind of motivation we look into in the business world, right?
Yeah.
When people are coming and holding these top positions in their family businesses,
Yeah.
if they have this kind of motivation, I'm sure that legacy follows.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.